Hi, this is a short video on how I draw trees when I'm doing outdoor sketching. First of all, I tackle the big overall shape of the tree first, just the outermost shape. Then after that, I tackle the shapes within the big shape. Look at this tree has small little clusters of bushes. So I'm just capturing the rough shape of the bushes right now. Next, I'm tackling the darks of the tree. Like in each cluster, there's a dark part, a not so dark part, and a bright part. So the bright part, I'm just going to leave it white. So you can see I'm tackling all the dark parts, the really dark parts. So if you squint your eyes at the photo, you can see it's pretty dark. So I'm just doing that, and I'm tilting and using lines to simulate that. Using lines to make the dark parts because it kind of simulates the leaves. If the leaves are slanted a bit to the right, I lean the line to the right, and if it's to the left, I lean the lines a bit to the left. Now I'm just filling in all the really dark blacks and make sure there's really black. Now I'm adding in the mid-tone parts where it's not that dark and not that bright. As you can see, I'm filling the mid-tones and I'm leaving the top part of each cluster white because I want that to simulate a highlight, where the light is hitting it and it's brightest. So in a way you could say I've simplified the tree into darks, mid-tone and highlights. I use short strokes here because short strokes, it's not so dark. You have more gaps of white inside. Filling it, just tidying it up a bit. Adding small little strokes to just make it look a bit more like the picture. Still preserving the highlights. Okay, so next thing I'm using is just a whiteout, just to add there's some specks of highlights within the dark parts. So this is just an easy way to do it. Okay. Let's try another tree. This one is a different shape and it looks like it has two different kinds of leaves. So this I'm going to show you. So just drawing it with textures. So the first leaf is, I'm just going to use a kind of like a W kind of shape. Just repeat that same squiggle over and over. And the parts that are dark, I just go over a few more times so it becomes that area becomes darker. So it's just this W, and it's darker. I just go over a few more times and it just darkens. Yep. Okay, for the top, I'm going to use a different texture. Maybe they look like little round furry balls, so I'm just going to use a circle. It's good to just keep the pattern kind of consistent. So as a circle, I just keep it to a circle. I don't change the shape too much, but I can just change. It doesn't need to be a perfect circle. Just a bit. Just keep it consistent, I'd say. Okay, just circles. The part that is dark, the part is darker, I just go over a few more times to make it dark. Let's see. Yeah, darken it. Just using circles to darken it. But this pen this marker I'm using is a chisel tip. So if I just tilt it to a side, I get a thicker stroke. But if you have a monoline marker, you can just go over a few more times and it gets darker and darker. So, okay, as you can see, it kind of got the darks and lights there. I felt that the bottom part needs to be a bit darker, so I'm just using a consistent downward line to just darken the whole thing, just to tint it a bit. And there we go.